Well, winter is arriving just in time in Forza Horizon 4 because it is -2 degrees where I'm living right now. It's so cold that it's colder in my house than what we have the heater set to, which I have just never seen before, and I know it's worse elsewhere. So I really hope everyone is staying warm and staying safe. It is just frigid, but we're going to be using the same car for a new Forzathon, the 1999 Lancer Evo once again, so I highly recommend you download my tune. The same off-road build is the same one we're going to be using for this week, and I highly recommend that you go to your car mastery. I am freezing, but I hope you just go to your car mastery, make sure you get the final perk on the right, which basically will allow you to crash twice. This is going to help you out when we're doing some of these Forzathon challenges. Now, here's the thing, this Forzathon, it might be the best one that we've had yet in Forza Horizon 4. This game has really not been too great with the Forzathons. They've either been really stupid, really boring, way too easy. This is finally one that I think they got right. So, once again, we're in a retro rally car that is the 99 Evo. Amazing A-class tune. I really hope that you download my tune if you haven't already. But 3 Airborne pass skills. This is something I don't think too many people have seen in this game. If you played Forza Horizon 3 with me, you have done these before, but this is a new game. You're going to need a new location. Dirt racing and cross-country racing are generally the types of races you're going to want to do to get these Airborne pass skills. You have to be racing to get them, and cross-country is probably the best overall. But this dirt race is my favorite, the Mud Kicker Scramble. This one by far is my personal favorite. You want to blueprint it so that you're forced to use a retro rally car. Class doesn't matter, but my car's in the A class, so that's why we're going with that. You actually want to leave this at 3 laps because you have to get 3 of the Airborne pass skills. You should pretty much get at least 1 every single lap. And I made the season winter just because we're going to be going into winter, even though it's still autumn technically at the moment in Forza Horizon 4. So next thing, I fooled around with the difficulty settings trying to figure out which would be best to get these. Now, expert difficulty, I do have to say, is the one that worked best. If you have it too easy, it's just not going to work out, and you don't want it to be too hard either. So expert was good, and you do want to have rewind on. So when you're doing this race, you don't really want to think too much about getting the Airborne pass skills. You kind of just want to race, you want to try, and that's why the expert difficulty is good. It forces you to try and actually pass the cars, because you don't want to be speeding up, slowing down, speeding up while you're trying to do these, because you need to keep your momentum, keep your acceleration going, and pass the cars. Now, this is why this race is perfect. Right here, there's about 3 or 4 jumps that give you perfect prime opportunities to get these Airborne pass skills. Now, the main thing you need to know is that you need to get the air skill first, like I did there, and then the pass skill. And that's why we have on that little crash twice perk, because that way if you crash into drivatars, or if you crash into the walls, or something just gets messed up, it'll allow you to keep going and still be able to get the other skill that you need. Now, once you see the Airborne pass skill pop up, you can crash. It doesn't really matter after that. And the other thing, though, that I wanted to point out is how you can use rewind to get these done if you're having trouble, if you're just not successfully going through the race and getting a bunch of the Airborne pass skills. Like, you should be able to, though. They're really not too difficult. It's just about finding the race and finding the way to do it, and that's not the way to do it, guys. I'm just doing tons of barrel rolls here, but unfortunately that's not one of the skills that we have to do. So when that happened, I did get that Airborne pass skill there, but I just wanted to show you how you can use rewind to get more of them in the same situation. Now, there is a catch though, and it's a little bit tricky, so I just want to make sure everyone understands this. When you rewind, after you start driving again, your skills won't just immediately start working. You're going to have to give it, I'd say, about 5 seconds maybe, until skills will actually start to track again. As you saw right there, nothing was popping, and then they finally started to pop. So I pretty much missed an Airborne pass skill because of that. And then everything just went to crap, nothing worked out, so I just hit rewind again, and basically you want to go 1 rewind further back. This will allow you to drive straight for a little bit, let the skills get ready to reset, so they're actually going to be there and usable when you need them once you're starting to get the air skill and the pass skill. And as long as you go far back enough, and you get yourself into that situation where you can get the air skill and then the pass skill. You gotta remember, it has to be air skill and then pass skill. You saw there I got pass and then air, and that does not count. So you have to get the air skill first, then the pass skill. That's how you do those airborne pass skills. You only need 3 of them, not too bad. The next one is 5 lucky escape skills. Now I'm pretty sure I have covered these already, probably for a daily challenge here in Forza Horizon 4, but we're going to go over them again. I do recommend that you go to Horizon Solo, because you need drivatars, you need traffic, you need something that you can pretty much get a drift skill and then near miss. So unfortunately you can't really do this online with people because they ghost, so it doesn't really count anything. Now there you see it very simply, the lucky escape skill. You can get a drift skill or an e-drift skill, and it has to be followed pretty much simultaneously by a near miss skill, and that is the same thing with the airborne pass skills. You have to get the air skill and then the pass skill pretty much simultaneously. It can't be like a 10-second delay, it's got to be pretty much simultaneously. So same thing with this skill, lucky escapes, you want to drift or e-drift, and then just near miss either a traffic car or a drivatar. You do not need to be racing for these ones, which is good. And you can do these anywhere. There's no particular spot you have to be. You just need to drift, find traffic to near miss, and you're good to go. There's the lucky escape. So I showed a bunch of different clips, a bunch of different areas of the map where I'm on pretty much any straightaways where you can see where the traffic is and kind of get ready to drift around it. That's what's going to work. You can do drifting or e-drifting, so you can use your handbrake if you want to, but you don't have to. I recommend using your handbrake though. It's literally almost always easier to do it that way. Now the final thing though is to get 3 stars at the Derwent water speed zone. So I went over this last week in the previous weekly challenge. Reason being was we had to get 3 stars, or just a total of 12 stars at speed zone, so I figured let's practice for next week. So here it is, Derwent water, obviously right by Derwent water. It's the speed zone, it's this one right here. Don't go anywhere else, because if you 3-star any of the other ones, it will not work for the weekly Forzathon challenge. Now, the 3-star goal, as you can see, 95 miles per hour. So yes, my A-class build can easily do this. I got 100 to 101 miles per hour when I went on to just practice today. Now obviously when winter gets here, the road conditions are going to change a little bit, so it might be a little bit more challenging, but just like I explained last week, the most important thing is that you pretty much just want to cut the corners. Any corners that you can cut to maintain more speed, any speed zones that's going to work, and I was able to get 2 new personal bests today. Now, just to make it clear, because people always ask me, it doesn't matter if you 3-starred this zone before this Forzathon weekly challenge, you can still complete the challenge. And also, it doesn't matter if you get a personal best or not. You don't have to get a personal best, you just need to beat the 3-star goal, which is 95 miles per hour. So, that is pretty much it. Very simple for this one. If you need a faster car, if you just can't do it with my A-class build, which I'll be pretty disappointed in you if you can't do it, because I did it here very easily, and if I can do it, anybody can. But that pretty much wraps it up. So the winter Forzathon is about to get here. I will, at the end of this video, add in the new Forzathon shop once it drops in 10 minutes now, from the time of me recording this commentary. And that is it though, Fond Memories. I gotta say, Fond Memories, it's a good title for this Forzathon because it reminds me a little bit of Forza Horizon 3. Some fun challenges that are actually challenging and are more than just playing the game. So let me know what you think of this weekly Forzathon challenge for winter Forzathon. Fond Memories, did you enjoy these challenges? Were they too hard now? Were they still too easy? Or was it just right and kind of what you remember Forzathon to be if you used to play in Forza Horizon 3? But really hope that everyone finds this video to be helpful or useful. As always, thank you very much for watching. Please drop a like to show your support and appreciation for my content. But I'm out of here, guys. Peace. Pew pew!
Updating your map for winter now. You might also want to think about an emergency mug of tea if things get cold.